DJs in the game, one platform. Make sure you subscribe on the app form. They make the city proud, we should clap for 'em. They don't like your song, we gon' fast forward. Turn up the local station and the clubs too. Don't forget the DJs need love too.
Check. Back with another episode of DJs Need Love 2 show. I go by the name of DJ Battio.
I am DJ Monae, and this is
DJ AK.
And today we have AK. DJ AK is a female DJ currently in Atlanta, Georgia, running multiple businesses. She's a hairstylist, and today we got her here for her DJ business. She's the curator of her own event. She does once a month here. She's taking the internet by storm, man. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you all for having me.
Thank you. So, for people who don't know, where is DJ AK from?
So I am born and raised in Atlanta. My family is from Ghana, so I grew up in a Ghanaian household. So sometimes I don't really feel like I'm from Atlanta, but like since I've been going to school here all my life, then you know that's where I have like my Atlanta side, if that makes sense.
Okay. So how did you get started in DJing?
So I started March of 2020 is when like I first ever learned anything about DJing.
This is around the COVID time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Right
before we went into actual lockdown. I used to watch DJ Duffy, if y'all know her.
Yeah.
French Montana's DJ, I believe.
She's the reason I started too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I got a lot of inspiration from her in the beginning. I used to watch a lot of her videos, and even like her performance videos. It really inspired me. So that was like a part of a reason. And I've always liked listening to just DJ mixes on SoundCloud, YouTube, and stuff. So I just was really interested in like creating my own type of mixes. In the beginning, I never really had intentions on like making this like a real thing. Yeah. And then once I learned, I was like, oh, this is fun. Yeah. And so one of my sister's friends is actually who taught me, and he still had like one of his old Newmark boards from college, and he was like, you know, if you really serious, you could get a board and I'll teach you. And then we went into lockdown.
It's always somebody that started, that helps somebody from the jump, man.
Yeah. We went into lockdown, and they closed my salon at the time where I was doing hair at. And so I was like, well, I don't got shit else to do. So that was when I learned. And I started to DJ for my friends a little bit. Okay. And January of 21 is when I got my first official like booking, which was at Crave in Little 5 Points.
Okay, I remember Crave. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I know.
One of the many clubs that have came and left in Atlanta. Yes.
Yeah.
Lounges, I would say the most. Yeah.
So describe your style. Like, what's your style? I
would say my style of DJing is a little bit of everything, but I am more on the cultural side of Afro beats, Caribbean, Afro house, and Amapiano, which is like have been my most favorite genre since like the past like 2 years now ish. Yeah.
I've seen it, man. I mean, she did a mix for us back there. I can't wait for you guys to hear it, man. And I was actually trying to Shazam some of the songs, and I couldn't find it. So I want to go into this question, like, how do you go into, what is your picking song process? Because you do have some really rare mixes, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
What is your process in listening and then picking and choosing?
As far as like in the moment or like prior or like prepping for
how do you, when you download music?
Okay, so of course, I feel like all DJs, of course, we download like the trendy and what everybody's listening to. And I kind of go by like when it comes to like that side of music, as far as like the Afro beats, the Amapiano, I kind of dive into more music on like, of course, like all the streaming apps, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and YouTube. I like to actually go and like listen to other people's playlists, and like when I hear songs on there that I like myself, and I'm just like, oh, this is a vibe. Let me download this. Okay. I also listen to other DJ mixes where I get like a lot of my music from too. I listen to another channel called Culture FM. Okay. I love that's fairly new. I love their mixes.
Shout out to Coach FM, yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of great DJs on there where I get some inspo from. And if you guys know about Apartment Life, I get a lot of inspo from them. which I talk about that again later on. But they have a lot of great mixes on there. And when I tell y'all, people still be sleep on SoundCloud. Like SoundCloud is where a lot of these like hidden gems and mixes be at. So
that's a tip right there.
Music,
yeah.
Like starting off DJing, was it hard finding your lane, like your people? Because I know I started with Smart, and we both had like the issue of finding like our community. Was it hard finding your community, or did you know like, okay, this is like my lane?
Well, truth be told, I feel like I'm still kind of finding it in a way. I have networked, connected, and like met so many different DJs and just so many people in this like DJ industry period, or just like music overall. And I feel like where I'm at now, I'm surrounded by like a great community of like the DJs that I have, or like the crowd that I have. But I feel like in Atlanta specifically, I'm still like trying to, I guess, find like, I guess, my people, I guess I could say. I do have like a decent crowd that comes out and supports me and stuff. But for like the music that I want to play, like I feel like I'm still kind of looking for, you know, where and what's of everything. Well,
I'm just going to encourage you, and I know there's a lot of other DJs that throw their own piano parties. We're going to encourage you to keep on doing it, because we need diverse parties. And then we need parties where if you're saying it's R&B, it's all R&B. If it's all dance hall, it's all dance hall. If somebody wants to come and, you know, and they brought a whole party from Africa or something like that, and they just want to go to a piano party, it should be at least 2 parties they can choose from. That's popping. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every city, you know, as far as the DJ business is concerned, should have at least 2 parties per night. Piano. Let's just put that out there. DJs need love too, man.
Yeah, very true.
So, look, what is your preferred equipment? We're going to jump around a little bit. What is your preferred equipment for a new DJ starting off right now?
I would tell them a Newmark, just like me. Yeah. Because it's not...
You one of the few DJs that said Newmark in a long time, man. But you still like Newmark?
I haven't used it in a while, because now I've been spoiled with the SRT. So I've been using that a lot. But that's what I started off with. And the one that I had, I can't remember exactly. I know it was Newmark Platinum, whatever. But I feel like that one didn't have like so many buttons to like intimidate me and just like make me feel like, what is going on this board? Like when I first saw the SRT, like before I ever bought it, I was like, what is this?
It's a lot of buttons.
Or it's like, I feel like the size of it can make you just feel like this is too much going on.
Some of the stuff you don't even use.
That's very true. Like even on the Newmark, like after a while of like learning the whole board, I was like, there's still stuff on here that I don't really use for real. But I feel like I got very comfortable with it. And even when I like started transitioning to the bigger boards, like I'm still kind of getting comfortable with new boards, but I've been kind of like forcing myself to like try to use more.
So what's your preparation when you go to like an event and it might be a board you haven't used before? Do you like look at the controls like on the board? Do you ask the DJ before you like, hey, is there something wrong with this board? Before you like start your set?
There's always like pros and cons to that, because I be feeling like you get there and they be like, oh, you have to use this board. I'm just like, I used to kind of feel like annoyed about it, but I was just like, okay, there is gonna be moments where like it's no choice, like you're gonna have to DJ with this. But usually I just like try to like calm myself down and say like, this is nothing that like you've never done before. And like you said, I usually like take a minute, 5 minutes or so to just like literally look over everything before I even play the music. I'll like play around with the buttons, make sure like, okay, this is here, this effect or this transition part. Like I just make sure that I know where everything kind of is, and then from there I'm like, all right. But sometimes I feel like when I'm using a board that I've never used before, like I feel like that's when I like probably like do like less
than a board that you're more familiar with.
Yeah, like I'll still have smooth transitions, but it won't be like nothing crazy, no crazy effects and all of that. I'm like, I'm gonna save that for next time.
So you mentioned Crave as one of those starting points for you, and I remember because I was there with my partner.
Yeah, that's where I met you.
Yeah, so I remember when you was playing there. So from that time up until now, how has the DJ business been good to you? And then, how has it made you really upset? 2-part question.
Okay, how has it been good to me from then till now? It's been great. It's been a process. It has been a journey. And I've been very appreciative of like how it's been each year. Like, I've literally like since Crave in 2021 till now, I make like a list of every single gig I've ever done. And so like I have all my gigs from 2021, 22, 23, 24. Like I list all of them out. And it's been crazy because like sometimes I'll just go back and look at all of the lists from 2021 and I'm like, dang, like every year has doubled. So I've been very grateful for everywhere that I've been booked for. There has been a lot that has changed from like, you know, from when I started till now, or like a lot of different things that I've experienced. So I guess that kind of falls down to like, you said what upsets me?
Yeah, like some of the things that get you mad about being a DJ now. Oh, damn, that means there's a couple things. You see the neck go to the side, bro? Damn. That means they got some
stuff. There's a few things. I mean, I don't want to say there's a list, but it's just like, it's a lot of different things as far as like the booking process. How people are towards DJs. I guess that falls in.
Elaborate on that. Yeah. As far as like how people are.
How are people towards DJs?
Promoters, or how people treat us.
I want to say that too. The promoters in a way too, because they can be kind of like. Can I cuss?
Yeah,
they could be a little bit of a bitch sometimes. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like, we are the party.
Yeah.
And it also is how people treat us. Like, crazy enough, I just had a conversation with one of my DJ homeboys the night before last night, and we literally were talking about this. And like, I don't know. I feel like people kind of underestimate or like. Just I don't want to say throw us under the bus, but they just like think we literally just come in here to play music, and it's not work and it's not time we're putting out outside of like the actual day of coming here. Like we literally have to sit here and download music one by one, and we gotta prep all this equipment.
It's a devaluing type situation.
Have a whole conversation with us while we're trying to DJ. And I'm just like,
please I feel like that's a whole nother conversation within itself. But I feel like that's one thing of like how we're treated or how we're seen to other people. But on the good side, I would say now I feel like DJs are finally starting to get the recognition that we should have gotten. And even for the people that's been DJing like years before me, like I feel like they're just now getting like what they deserved a long time ago. And like now we're being seen as like performers and artists and not just like somebody that's going behind a booth. And
do you feel like that has a lot to do with social media now? And how we actually market ourselves? Like, fuck the club, we're going to throw our own events. Or if I'm not getting booked, I'll make my money on TikTok. Or
yeah, in a way.
Yeah, I think so in a way too. Yeah. That has something to do with it,
I feel like if you're not marketing yourself at all now, then not to say you won't get anywhere, but it does play a part. Because people are always going to see you, remember you, and be like, oh, she was at this event, and I really liked her mix, but like... how am I gonna find you again?
Well, this is the DJs Need Love 2 show, right? So we all about true and real raw conversations. So before we get into our flowers, you're a very attractive DJ, right? So we have to ask a question on the leg of the last one. Have you ever been tried?
Have I been tried?
Yes. Has a promoter ever tried to like book you because he wanted to holler at you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Plenty of times.
Oh. So it happens a lot.
Plenty of times.
Okay.
Do you feel like as a female that could be like a downfall? Like sometimes, like if you don't budge, it's kind of like, okay, well, I might book you this one time, but I'm not booking you no more.
Yeah, for sure.
That happens a lot.
I feel like, yes, it happens a lot. Yeah. I feel like it happens overall with women DJs, period. Because for one, this is, they say a male-dominated industry or whatever. But now that it's like so many women DJs, like, I just feel like, it's either, oh yeah, she cute and all, but like whatever. It just goes either way. And like you said, like somebody would just try to book you or try to get a conversation with you just because of your looks or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, no, I genuinely like am here to like work.
So how? Let's give a tip. How do you deflect someone that's really trying to use you trying to misuse your talent? How do you deflect that?
It depends. I feel like it depends on the situation. Like I had a situation, I think this was last year or early this year. I can't remember when it was, but I was booked for like, it was like a private listening party / event or whatever for an artist actually. And his team reached out to me and I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. So this was here in Atlanta. And when I went to go DJ for that, you know, sometimes these events be a little organized. They don't start on time and this and that. So that already is just like, it kind of annoys you. It puts you in like a different mood than to when you're ready. Then when you're ready to actually get up and get started. So
it's a fact.
Time is being wasted. I'm just like, okay, I'm ready to go. Like was supposed to be starting an hour ago. And then like, you know, the artist comes and now he's like,
the artist came on artist time.
He definitely came on artist time.
That's a thing. Artist time is a thing.
I'm trying to talk to the DJ.
And literally, that's literally what happened because everything got set up late. So I finally got on, but like I think it was another DJ coming on closing after me, and so I ended up finishing my set before the actual artist even got there. So I didn't even get to do like the actual listening part. But I was like, well, y'all wasted a lot of my time. Like I'm going to be leaving soon. As I was exiting, here come the artist. And the artist just like, oh, I don't care about that. You supposed to be here with me. And this is now. I was like,
oh man.
Baby, I got booked to get on this board. I wasn't here for you in that sense. So yeah, I don't know. I try to be as respectful as possible because it can get a little crazy.
Man, these female DJs, they deal with a lot. You know, they deal with a lot when it comes to just getting prepared for the gigs, makeup, you know, everything. You know, I have a co-host that I work with, and you know, that's when I've learned a lot about female DJs, and it's a lot that you have to really consider. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just a girl.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of things you got to consider. You know what I mean? As a female DJ,
we can't come to events with sweatpants on and like how you do. So
I'll be rushing Monae and shit. I'll be like, let me forget. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? So let's go into our segment, our first segment of the day. It's called DJ Flowers, all right? We want you to give 3 DJs their flowers, all right? Don't matter where they from, where they at right now, just give them their flowers.
Oh my God, it's so many. I want to start with I don't know, she just came to mind. DJ Hourglass. I want to give her flowers. Yeah.
Hourglass going crazy in the city right now.
She just DJ for Tim's. She just DJ for Lucky Day. And she's been, if I'm not mistaken, I think she has her own, I don't know if it's her own event or something she does with the fairly new place, El Malo, which I still have not even gotten a chance to go there. So, but I've been seeing, she's been going really crazy.
She's been going crazy, man.
She has crazy sets. So I would say, y'all check DJ Hourglass out. Dang.
You heard that? That means come on the show.
Yeah. Who else? Sorry, I don't know who else. It's a lot.
Any dope DJs in Atlanta, like if you go out, okay, I'll go to their party because they're DJing, or I'll pull up on their set.
I love this. I love the flower set because it makes you think about so many DJs.
Yeah,
There's so many DJs going through your head right now.
I'm like, dang, I need to look real quick.
And then you just gonna say one. So just say one. It's like a lottery. Boom, 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 boom. Pick one.
Shout out to DJ Dose.
Yeah, the DJ Dose, yes.
Great DJ and producer slash engineer.
Yeah.
Dose is actually a professor now at Georgia State, I think.
That's amazing, man. More than a DJ type stuff.
Yeah, he's been going crazy. And sorry.
Yeah, do the bingo thing again. All the DJs you know. First one that come to mind.
Don't get mad if she didn't name you.
Yeah, because it's so many more people. And you know, Okay, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and say the DJ that I talk about every day is Uncle Waffles.
I knew it. Shout out to Uncle Waffles.
It's not that I didn't want to say her because I give her flowers every day, but I was like, who else can I shout out?
Yeah. I kind of knew you was gonna say Uncle Waffles.
Yeah, I was really trying to think of my Atlanta DJs, but it's so many. It was just a lot. I want to really give everybody their flowers in Atlanta, or just all the DJs, but a lot of the Atlanta DJs been going crazy.
I'm a fan of Uncle Waffles and what she does and what she actually brings to like her sets. And when I actually see you live, you do a little bit of the same thing too with the music and then the sexy dancing behind the DJ booth, which is bringing the attention to you and bringing your brand to forefront. And is she one of the reasons why that inspired what you do now?
She is part of the reason. After I started my journey, crazy enough, me and her actually started DJing around the same time, and I saw the video of her that went viral. I had saw it like a while ago, and from then I had followed her Instagram, and I was just like, this was before like she even started officially, before she actually started DJing and. Before like everything now, I was following her on everything, and I was just like, wow, like this is crazy.
She
like,
took off crazy.
Yeah.
She started overseas.
Yeah. Right? In South Africa. I can't remember exactly what part, but I know it is South Africa.
So let's talk about your events. Okay. You throw your own events called AK and Friends.
AK and Friends.
You gotta go to one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you the creative director behind like all your marketing and your events, or do you have a team?
No, it's all me. I don't have a team. I'm currently trying to build one. It's very hard.
Your marketing is like dope. Like the concepts behind it, you can tell
dope content and all that. Yeah.
Time behind it. So it's like when you go to the event, it's like your marketing is so good. When you go to the event, it's like the same energy.
Thank you so much.
So how did you get started? Like, what made you want to throw your own events?
I got inspiration from Apartment Life, which I mentioned earlier on. I found their videos. I think my sister actually showed me their YouTube channel, and I had found them on Instagram first. And I started watching and listening to their mixes from SoundCloud and YouTube. And they were one of the first like DJs or people that I saw who started like doing like the recording the sets with like, just like in an intimate setting and stuff. And so I really loved their idea, but I was just like, I wonder like how I could do this in my own way. So after watching them, I started seeing like a lot of other DJs doing like similar concepts and stuff. And there's so many different ones now. It's which I love it. I love it a lot. I feel like it's like another way of like expressing just DJing in general. So that's where I got the inspo from that. And I pretty much creative direct the whole thing. I put together the whole event myself. I do have help from my sister. She helps me a lot.
Shout out to your sister.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. Shout out to my sister.
Did she know you wanted to take it serious when you first started?
No, I didn't know I wanted to take it serious. But she really pushed me, and honestly, my sister like loves music like just as much, probably even more than me. Like she be putting me on to a lot of stuff, but she's like, nah, I can't DJ. But like she's always putting me on to like a lot of different music, a lot of different like genres that I've never even heard of. So, and
we encourage AK and Friends and more DJs to throw their own events.
Yes.
Because one thing it does, it eliminates dealing with promoters. Yep. You get to bring your whole team, and I know it's stressful because you said you did it by yourself, but it does make you feel good when at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Yes, I love it. It is a process, and it can be super overwhelming. Like I'm currently, as we speak, planning my next one. My 1 year for AK and Friends is actually this month, September 22nd.
Okay.
But I will be throwing the next one on the 29th of September. It's a Sunday. It'll be from 8 to 12, and the location will be sent out soon.
All right, so real quick, why should people come to the AK and Friends this 29th coming up?
because this is a different experience. This is not your ordinary going to the club, going to these like, you know, regular little parties. This is like it's actually fun, and you vibe out in a way to where it's like you're comfortable, and you could dance, you could be yourself, and it's gonna be music that you don't normally hear, or it'll be, you know, not your everyday type of mashup kind of vibe. I like I like mixing, or like showing love to every genre there is out there. So the way I usually do my AK and Friends is like I usually do a theme, as in like the dress code and the music. So like so like the one that I had in the first public one, because I used to make them a private thing. The first public one this year was in February on for Valentine's Day, and that one was an R&B vibe. And so I told everybody like, oh, wear like, you know, pink, white, red, those type of colors. And then the day party I had in May was like I did that one as like a flag party for the culture. So like everybody, you know, bring their flag from wherever they from, and that one was catered to like Afrobeats, Caribbean, and Amapiano music. So that's that as far as like how I do it. But I feel like it's something that everybody will enjoy.
Get your tickets.
And the number one reason why you should go is because she's headlining it.
Yeah.
She's headlining.
It's my show.
So let's get into this next segment. It's called Would You Rather. Battio is going to ask you a series of questions. You just have to pick one, and you can't say and you can't pick both.
Ready?
Yes.
Title or record pool?
Record pool.
Jeans or dress?
Jeans.
Stems or no stems?
Stems.
Sync button or no sync?
Sync.
Afro or Amapiano?
Piano.
Heels or sneakers?
Sneakers.
DJ booth up high or level?
Level.
CDJs or vinyls?
CDJ.
Basketball or DJing?
DJ.
Doing hair or DJing?
DJ.
Zelle or Cash App?
Cash.
Check or cash?
Cash.
Headphones or no headphones?
Headphones.
When you're DJing, do you rather have a host or no host?
Host.
When you're DJing, do you rather DJ for a younger crowd or older crowd?
Younger.
Okay. Why would you want the DJ booth leveled?
I don't like being too high. I just feel like I'm far from the crowd. It don't feel like I'm with the party.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, who am I DJing for?
So I know you do the AK and Friends. Do you love a whole crowd around you when you're DJing?
I do, but to a certain extent. Like, I be having to tell people, like, don't get too close. Like, it's been times, like, literally, one of my sets, the music stopped. And I don't know if it was because somebody close to me, but, like, at that point,
which happens a lot.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, y'all, like, we gotta vibe out.
And that's why it's important not to have your DJ booth crowded. When you're doing, it don't matter if you're doing a club, a lounge, man. Make sure you got maybe another DJ with you, your manager or whatever like that. But you don't really need a crowd because, like she just mentioned, things like that can happen. Somebody can just step on the cord and then powers off, and then you don't even know who to blame.
Yeah, I like people around me. It makes me feel like I'm in the party too. But like you said, like, If there's enough space to where I can have like a few people and they don't have to be directly next to me, then okay. But if it ain't that big, then I'll just be up there by myself.
So what tip? Let's give a DJ tip. What tip do you have right now for any new DJ? Let's give a DJ tip right now.
Just one?
Just one tip. The DJ tip segment.
Download your music.
Don't use title, y'all.
Yeah, download your music.
So you're anti-title?
Or were you in
like
a situation
myself?
where you use
I'm
title?
not anti-title. I got title, but you ain't always gonna have connection for title.
Right.
I don't care about you having a hot spot and you using a hot spot, because I've literally been in times where like I've had to DJ outside, and this was probably like way back when I actually like had a lot of gigs, and like I learned using Tidal. So in the beginning, I didn't really know too much like about the whole download process. And then I was taught that, and I was like, oh, like you really got to do this one by one.
Yeah.
Like, and so I used to use Tidal a lot in the beginning until I learned my lesson. Once I got to places, and I was like, oh, all of my songs ain't coming up, or they're not loading, or you don't have like enough like connection, Wi-Fi, whatever the case may be. So yeah, download your music. And to this day, I try to take time out for myself every week, at least an hour, 2 hours, whatever time I can do to sit down and download my music.
Good stuff right there. Yeah.
What's your favorite party right now to go to in Atlanta? Outside of your party?
Social club.
Social club?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I love social club parties because for one, the crowd is always fun over there. There's always like diverse people, and you gonna meet anybody, and the DJs there are always great. I've also DJ a few social club parties. I think they have some coming up this month. I might be lying, or some, I don't know. I know it's one soon I saw. But I really love social club parties because even the music is diverse. They don't only play like, it's not just trap or just this.
Right.
So I really like their parties.
So it's really exciting to have you here because I know you're fairly new to the business, right? And do you see yourself still DJing 5 more years from now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So even though the DJ life can be stressful, what still motivates you to keep like pushing?
Getting the recognition, being noticed. Like sometimes, like I know I've been getting myself out there a lot, but like for instance, just last week I was on an elevator somewhere, and this girl was like, did you DJ? Or she was like, are you a DJ? And I was like, yeah, how you know me? Like, and so like when I be having moments like that, I'm like, what the fuck?
It's a dope
like,
moment. It's a dope moment.
I'm like, oh my gosh, people actually know me. That's crazy. But that actually is like a really good feeling. It keeps me going. And even when people like listen to my mixes or like telling me like, oh, I've been listening to your SoundCloud, your YouTube, or I caught you at this and that party and so and so, it really keeps me going.
That's dope.
That's fire right there.
So the last question, the final question.
Yeah.
The reason why we are here today.
Yep.
DJ AK.
Yes.
Why do DJs need love?
Why do DJs need love?
Why she lying when she say it for?
Because if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't even be doing what y'all was doing.
Yeah.
But I feel like we put a lot of time and effort into our craft, and like we were saying before, we don't get the treatment and the attention that we need sometimes, and yeah, we need a hug too.
That's right. That's what me and Monae do with our show, man. We recognize people out there going hard, man, that's putting on for the culture.
Yeah.
Like what you're doing, starting your own events, man.
It's
I think
a lot that goes on
DJs need to learn from that. So every episode we do, we just pray somebody gain something, one thing or at least 2 things from our episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know they're going to be able to learn a lot when it comes to starting your own events from this one right here, man. We really glad that you came through. Busy schedule. She did here before she came here. She's about to go do some more now, right? Where can they find you at, AK?
Y'all can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is AYAAKM. And I am on SoundCloud as well, same name. And my YouTube, I think my YouTube is the same name, AYAAKM. Or you could just type in AK and Friends in YouTube. That's AK and FRANS. And AK and Friends is also on Instagram as well, spelled the same way.
Hey, look, that's another episode of DJs Need Love 2 show, man. Hit the subscribe button. I am DJ Battio.
I am DJ Monae.
And this is
DJ AK. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, man. We out.